again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm actually back again with another video as always. Okay, today I choose to talk about respect. Okay, it's a common thing that we grow up being told about. Let me just do research about the word respect so that I can elaborate more on it with my own perspective, my own way regarding the fact that I'll be researching about it just in case for for definition, because now I'm gonna define it in my own way. But first, let's just go to Google. We've been told about respect when we're growing up, about respecting elders, about just generally respect. It's something that we instill, that they instill on us when we were young. Okay. The definition through Google, it's a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievement. Okay, it feels like more like that definition that I actually was trying to run away from, but yeah, we're gonna go with that. As they say, it's a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievement. Okay, let me just have this drink. Okay, we hear, as I said, we grow up, we hear about respect. So I'm gonna elaborate more on my own perspective, on my own way of actually going through my own personal journey, as well as the wisdom that I attain or the way I actually view it. But of course, I do agree with some part of that definition of respect. So the first point, respect young and adult. Okay, we've been, as I mentioned before, that we were told that we should respect adult, and then what about the young ones too? So when I'm talking about respect young and adult, I'm talking about the same way we were told to respect the adult is the same way that we should be told to respect the young one. For example, if you were in a situation that you were encounter someone who's actually younger than you and you did them wrong, or you said something that is actually not okay to them, don't just say, oh, she's young, she's gonna grow up and she's gonna get over it. Like, it's not something that is actually a big deal because someone else is a young. Disrespecting other people's boundaries just because they're actually younger than you, disrespecting others because of disrespecting others people's boundaries, privacy, just because she's young. Just for example, going through someone else's diary just because they're young, just going through, as a mother, going through your mother or father, or actually an older sibling, going through your sisters or brother's diary, because it's not only women who actually have a diary or journal. So going through that someone else's diary, it's extremely disrespect. It's it's not okay. It's never okay. It's not gonna be okay. So just because someone is young, it doesn't mean they don't deserve respect. Respect is given. It's something that is actually given. You don't need to have certain, as the definition says, you don't need to have certain achievement to, you don't need to be a public figure. You don't need to have a lot of followers. You don't need to have everything that is associated with externally achievement, such as degree, a high school diploma, um, or maybe you got position 1 in whatever that you are participating on. You got promotion from a work, from one. You don't need to be respected just because you attend all of those accomplishments. You don't need to be respected because of that. Yes, you're being respected because you did it in a fair way. You did it in a way that is actually required of you to do it. You've done that. You put that effort. You put that hard work in whatever that you do. You forced yourself to do research even if you didn't feel like. Yes, you deserve that public recognition, that respect, because wow, you did something that is actually not easy to be done, and you make it that possible. It's for others to see you and be like, okay, it is actually possible to do it. So yes, you deserve respect because of that. But I don't think we should start respecting people because of certain accomplishment, because if they've done something. People deserve that respect whether they have achieved anything or not. So you can't just say because your child is not academically smart or the other one is academically smart, because now you're going to give them, you're going to treat them not equally because the other one is actually uh, academically gifted. Not everyone is academically gifted. You're not supposed to put division in your kids if it actually, I'm making an example, if it actually they're not academically smart but they are putting effort in whatever that they do. They, it does not mean that they don't need to be recognized because of that. Of course, recognition for that academically smart child, it's a must, but even it's also a must to respect others despite what other accomplishment that they have. You're not just gonna say whatever that you wanna say just because someone else is actually not in a place that is considered should be admired by others or by you or anything. The second point is respect is a form of human decency. Back to that point that I actually mentioned, that respect for young as well as adult. So now I'm actually talking about respect as a form of human decency. So you don't need to have all those accomplishments just because, in order for you to be respected, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone that you are actually deserving respect. Respect is a form of human decency. It's a form of kindness. It's a form of the way we should be able to communicate with others with respect, and whatever manner. Even if you meet someone who actually bad at setting boundaries for themselves, it doesn't mean that you should look down on them. It doesn't mean that you should undermine them. It doesn't mean that you should just be lame toward them. You should bully them. No, they don't deserve that. Nobody actually deserves some ill treatment. We all deserve to be respected. We all deserve to be treated equally. It's a form of human decency. It's it's what I believe. It's what everyone should have. It should be their character to be decent to others. You don't need to have a status that is actually gonna say respect me. You don't need to have financially status that is huge, probably millionaire, billionaire, in order for you to respect it. If you are unemployed, you deserve respect. If you are employed, you deserve respect. You don't need to have a certain attachment in anything to be respected. Respect is something that is inner. The only time that you feel like you shouldn't be in a place where you accept this, shouldn't be in a place where you actually be accept the respect, is because you can feel it when people are actually disrespectful towards you. So what you gonna do with that? Of course, you're gonna have to let them go. Like, you're not supposed to stay around people who are actually not showing respect just because you don't have what is considered is that should be admired about you. So I actually learn in a hard way about putting myself in a place where I actually attach my worth with what I have, with what I don't have. Just for example, being in a place where you actually experiencing financially difficulties, experiencing unemployment. So now you can attach yourself with your wealth. Now you feel like you're not supposed to be respected because of your financial situation, because you're not in a place where you actually employed. And I had to be very much comfortable with the fact that I don't need to have all of that in order for me to feel like I deserve respect. I deserve respect now while I'm unemployed. Just because I'm unemployed, it doesn't mean this is who I am. My unemployment status, it does not define me. So it doesn't mean just because I'm unemployed now I'm supposed to be treated in a certain way. I'm supposed to be treated like a slave. I'm supposed to be treated in a way that I'm actually not feeling like I'm actually a human enough. I'm not worth enough to be treated as a human. So respect is a form of a human decency. You don't need to attain anything in order for you to be respected. If people want to talk to you in a manner that they want to make you improve your life, like self-development or apply for that job whatsoever, not all people who are unemployed don't apply. It's just that it's not their time now. Not people who are actually not yet graduate, it doesn't mean they're not gonna graduate later. It doesn't matter how many times they drop out because of certain circumstances. Financially, it can be sickness, it can be anything that people let them to not finish their school, finish anything in time, especially if there are people who are self-disciplined, people who not constantly personate in everything, like personate putting effort in it, in things that they are supposed to put effort in. Like of course, if you wanna have a high school diploma, you need to put effort. If you wanna have that business that you actually trying to make, you need to have time, make time for it. Teach yourself things that you actually know, that you actually need to know. You're a student. Just because you are entrepreneur doesn't mean it end there. You need to learn a lot. You become a student again, even though you are actually owning a business. So yeah, respect is a form of human decency. Okay, speaking about respect, okay, this is the third point. When they say respect is earned, okay, yes, respect is earned. When is the time when actually respect is actually earned? Okay, I think when we're talking about respect that is actually earned is when we are talking about the situation whereby you were involved with certain individuals, you did you did them wrong. Probably you betrayed them. You did them in a way that is not easy, that is not forgettable, that is not, you can brush it off. You say you make mistake whatsoever, and then you did them wrong. Now you have to prove yourself that you actually change. You actually becoming a better person. That when you feel like respect is actually earned, because of course you move away from the respect from as a form of human decency. You didn't show respect toward them. You didn't show any respect toward yourself. So now you are in a place where you actually feel like you need to prove. Of course, you're not proving yourself. I don't approve proving yourself to others. I don't approve. The only person you have to prove to yourself is the only person that you have to prove to is yourself. You prove it to yourself. You don't need to prove yourself to others. So when we're talking about respect, that when you say respect is actually earned, we mean respect is earned because of certain conditions, because of the way you actually treated others, the way you actually treated yourself. So now we're in a place where we actually, like, just for example, you stole my money. You choose to steal my money, right? Or maybe stole money from somewhere else. And then when we are talking, and then you didn't say anything that is actually, you came up as someone who didn't do anything, who didn't any wrong whatsoever, and then we actually found out that you actually stole that money. And then now we're looking at you differently, because now, like, you stole money and you actually not remorseful, you're not apologizing, you're not doing anything about the situation. Instead, you are in denial of the things that you've done. You're not aware how much sometimes it's not even about the money that you stole. It's about a lot of things. Trust, being around you. Now it's not gonna be easy for others, because in them you actually, you trigger them, you bring anxiety because of the way you behave, the way you actually, your actions make them feel. Now is being around you, we all thinking about the circumstances that we're gonna, the consequences of being around you. Now we all turning our back on you, not because we hate you, not because of what. We feel like it's better if we limit interaction with you, because you don't seem to be respectful to others. You lied, you not taking responsibility, not doing anything about it, you're just not improving. So what you need to do in that situation, you need to reflect on yourself. See what exactly led you to steal money in order rather than following it. What made you be this person that you actually are? Why are you doing this? You need to reflect and apologize to people who are actually involved in the situation. Take responsibility. And now you having that character, you presenting yourself like that, we're gonna be like, oh my god, he changed, like, in a good way. Now we see you doing action like without trying to prove it to us. You only have to prove it to yourself, So here you are, knowing that the respect is earned. It's whereby you proving to yourself that you actually change. You actually a person of integrity now. You reflect, you see your fault, you see that you have to improve, and then now here you are, you're improving. That's when we're talking about respect is earned. Okay. This is more like the fourth point. It's a fourth point where we're talking about respect. The definition was talking about respecting or having a feeling of admiration of others because of their qualities, achievement. Qualities, achievement, whatsoever admiration that is actually externally. Now we're speaking of internally, externally admiration of others. The fourth point is about respecting people's talent, effort, gift, choices, character. Okay, character is an internal thing, but I'm speaking of external thing like qualities. Okay, both. It's both. It's a mixture of both, of externally as well as internal respect of others. So, just for example, I was actually watching Doja Cat. Doja Cat's song "Woman," and I literally cried because wow, the work that she put in whatever in that video, the effort, the moves, the effort in the way that actually grace, the lyrics, the everything. I was like, oh my god, she's so talented. Not just only her voice, everything. Like you can tell that it's not just any effort. It's not just any like it's not just her voice that is beautiful. Even her work is beautiful because of how much effort she put. She's not just talented. She's not just pretty. She's even her work is just spectacular. You can tell that this woman actually put effort in whatever that she does. So now you actually admiring others because of that. So achievement, wow, she finished that degree. After everything, wow, she like you admiring people because of what what they what they demonstrate about themselves, the hard work, whatsoever. So yes, we do respect people because of what they have too, but we should also respect people even if they don't have what they have, because it does not define them. It does not mean they're not worth of being respected. We also respect even young ones, not just adults. We respect everyone. Respect is for everyone. Respect is for everyone. The only time that it has conditions where we're talking about respect is because of certain situation. We need to understand why this other person need to be in a place where you feel like respect need to end their respect is because of certain things. They need to reflect on themselves, they need to make some changes whatsoever. So as I said, respect young and adult. Respect is a form of human decency. Respect is earned, as well as for last one, respect people's talent, respect people's effort, respect people's gift, respect people's choices. Every choice that I take, they are my choices, and I made them. Whether I made the wrong one or the bad one, they're actually necessary for me, for my own personal growth or spiritual growth. They are just a catalyst of whatsoever, because they are my choices. I chose them whatsoever. So guys, thank you for coming along. If you feel like my content, you fuck with my content, so don't forget to subscribe and like and share, comment my YouTube channel to anyone that you feel like they need it. So thank you.